Hi there, my name is John. I'm a solar professional. I've been doing solar and battery installations for the last 15 years. This video, I'm going to be talking about the 10 things that solar companies wish you never knew. Number one is about the most popular solar product, which is the solar lease or the PPA. Now, there are humongous big companies like Sunrun, Vivint, Sonova who push this product, and this is an excellent product, but not the one that they push. The lease or the PPA that all these companies push come with usually what's known as an escalator. That means you get the solar system, it is maintained by these big companies throughout the 25 years. There's no maintenance cost, there's nothing for you to look after, but you have a solar electric bill every month. Now that electric bill only stays constant for the first 12 months. After that, they increase by 2.9%, and they increase every year. Now, what you do not know is that that small 2.9% supposed increase leads to big numbers later on in the future. There are a lot of horror stories of folks who, after 6 or 7 years, suddenly find that they're paying more for solar electricity than they did for regular electricity. It kills me when I hear stories like this. There is a very easy solution. There is a nice solar lease product which works well, which is a fixed cost solar lease, that the price of the lease never goes up. If you push for that, you will get that. If you get solar from me, I only give you the fixed price solar lease. And you can make sure that you get savings from that solar lease. You'll be the one in control. And here's how to do it. Just look at your last 12 months of electric bills. Add them all up. It'll be a dollar amount, whatever it is, 1,500, 2,000 bucks. Now, when you get a solar quote for a lease, make sure it's a fixed lease and ask them what the monthly payment is. Whatever the monthly payment, if you multiply that by 12 and that number comes out to be less than your last 12 months of electric bills, you've got a good deal. The solar companies, they never tell you about the fixed price lease. They try to avoid it. Number three is about the solar loan. If you're planning to purchase your system, the best way to do it is cash. You make the most savings, you get all the incentives, etc. But if you do like a loan purchase and you want to buy taking a loan, try and take the loan yourself from your own bank. If you take it from the solar company, ask them for the loan with the highest rate of interest. Yes, it's counterintuitive, but this is how it works. Solar companies will lead with a low interest loan that they'll push to you and say, hey, I've got a 3.99% interest loan. You smile and you say, yeah, this looks like a good deal, and you go for it. What they don't tell you is that the price of your solar system, instead of being 20,000, now is 29,000 or 28,000. And on that 29,000, you're getting a low teaser rate of 3.9%. Basically, the difference between the cash price and the loan price, 6, 7, 8,000 bucks, is a fees that the bank charges. The solar company is not making that money. Number four is getting lower quality solar panels. If you're not careful, the solar company is likely to give you older generation solar panels. They'll be good, but not as good as the latest and the best available in the market today. You should do a little bit of research on your own. Look at the 10 best panels or the 5 best panels available today. Brands like the REC, QCell, Silfab, SunPower, etc. These are the brands to go with, and make sure you get the right model numbers. Some solar companies might give you a SunPower panel, which is, a U series or something, which is not as good as the Maxeon. Things like that happen. Make sure you're getting the right model and the best of panels for your system. And you can get all of this at a reasonable price. You don't have to pay top dollar just because somebody is giving you a great panel. Solar secret number 5 is the inverters. A lot of solar companies will try to push string inverters on your solar system. Tesla today seems to be doing that whole hog. String inverter is really not a good choice for most home systems. They could do well in certain circumstances for a roof which, if your home only has one roof and your panels are only on that roof and there's no shade, then a string inverter could work. But for most homes, it's not like that. You have panels in 3 or 4 roofs, they face in different directions. In those kind of situations, the only things that work well are either the Enphase microinverters or the SolarEdge optimizers. So make sure those are the only 2 choices. You take one or the other. They are both really very good, though I personally have a preference for Enphase. Number 6 even is installing solar on an old roof. Not all solar companies are going to tell you that it's not a good idea to install solar if your roof is 20 years or more in age. Usually most roofs, they last between 25 to 30 years at the max. Now, if you have a 20-year roof and it's got another 10 years or so of life, then it's okay to think about putting solar on that roof. But still, I would be a little worried about that, and it might make more sense to actually do solar and a roof together. In most markets now, this is possible to do. For example, many of my customers, when they come to me, we do solar and a roof together. And there are ways in which you can get big benefits like tax credits, etc., when you do something like this. Number 7 is the sign today offer that you will get from solar companies. Today, when you plan to buy solar, I know many of you folks think it'll be nice to have a solar salesperson come over to your home and explain everything to you at your kitchen table, but that actually is not such a good idea. All these solar salespeople are trained to do a one-call close. They love it when you call them at the kitchen table because they can get both of you to sit together, and they've got books and books on objection handling and making sure you sign up on that day itself. In fact, today when you're buying solar, there's no requirement for the solar salesperson to even come to your home. When I do solar with my potential customers, we do it over a call, over a telephone call. I share my screen, we design the system together. There's no pressure. Whereas when you sit across the table, they've got techniques to overcome your objections, make sure you sign, and you end up sometimes taking not the best of decisions in the heat of the moment. Number 8 is installation timelines. Most companies will give you rosy installation timelines that your system, if you sign today, you'll be installed in the next 3 months or 2.5 months. I work in almost all the markets in the US today, and in no market do you have a solar install which finishes in 3 months. If you are very lucky, maybe yes. Be prepared for at least 6 months. Yes, it takes a long time. And the reason is there are 3 really bureaucratic institutions involved in solar. One is your state. You got to get your system registered with the state. Number 2 is your township. They don't have enough employees, they don't have enough inspectors, they are slow as hell. And number 3, your utility company. They are like a public company who really has very little to do. They make profits whether you like it or not. Their employees work a little slowly. All these 3 entities approve large number of steps in the solar installation process. It usually stretches out for a long time. And finally, number 10 is about batteries. A lot of companies might tell you that batteries will give you full whole home backup. Full whole home backup is actually really difficult with batteries. And when I'm saying full whole home backup, is probably what you're thinking of. That if my power goes out and it's nighttime, I want to run my AC for the whole night. The next day in the morning, I want to run everything, my washing machine, my electric range, etc., everything. That's what whole home backup means to me and to most folks. You can't get that with batteries unless you buy a lot of batteries, like 70, 80 kWh of batteries or 100 kWh of batteries, which will cost you 70, 80 grand. So it's just not possible. The normal batteries which most solar companies are going to offer you are either going to be a 10 kWh or a 20 kWh kind of battery. Those kind of batteries are good for backing up your kitchen, your fridge, your internet, your router, your television, your Xbox. Your kids will be happy, you'll be happy, office will go on. With a 20 kWh, you might be able to run your AC for a little bit, maybe for a couple of hours, but that's it. But don't expect to run it for longer than that. So when you are thinking about battery backup, remember you are not getting whole home backup. So that's it, folks. 10 things which I think every solar company should disclose to you when they're doing solar, but they don't do. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Helps out my channel. Have a wonderful day.